So my question to you guys is, how do you deal with hurtful words that comes from your family or supposedly your friends? Because I know I haven't been the only one that goes through it. Go ahead, Malin.
No, nobody me. Okay. No, so I can. So I have a pretty big family. When I moved here from Barbados, I grew up. It was my two grandparents.
From Barbados?
So I lived in a house in Frio Township. It was my grandparents. It was Sandra, Gail, Sharon, Harriet, my mom, Susan, Jamie. So it was nine of us. It was nine of us in this house. It was like, whatever. So it was this house. And I grew up and I was close to my aunts, and one of them was super young. She's the youngest one. I think now she's like 40, late 40s. But over the past, I don't know, maybe 10 years, as I graduated college and I'm growing up, every time I see her at parties, she's always like just making these jokes that I just don't like. And in business from 22 years old until like I just let it happen. And then maybe like, because she's she was older, so I just let her talk to me and make jokes and whatever, and I was making jokes on me, whatever, and I was like the baby. So maybe like 3 years ago, she was just making a joke, and I just looked at her. I'm like, why do you say these things? Like, why do you even make these jokes to me? Why do you say? Does that make you like feel good about yourself?
Oh wow.
She was like, no, I just want to know because you're my elder and I respect you, but I just don't know why you talk to me like I'm a kid. And wow. I think she just looked at me, and after that, I had the greatest relationship with her because she is the funniest one. It's like, I'm like, make fun of other people, don't make fun of me. Like, let's do this together, me and you. We're light-skinned, sit together.
Oh,
so the two light-skinned ones, So I flipped her around just because I just literally said, I don't understand why you're doing this. Does that make you feel better? Let's join forces and make fun of everybody else. Like, so.
Oh wow.
But I think it was just like a turning point where I was always the kid, the baby. And then I just let her know that I wasn't anymore, so just stop it. And I just, it's been great. So
did she realize that she was being hurtful?
No, she didn't. She was just like, oh, just playing around. I'm playing around. I'm like, that's great. I just don't. I'm not a kid. I just don't. Not me. But I let it happen just because I loved her. So I let it happen. But I just was like, no, this doesn't make any sense. I don't think you know who I am, what I've done, what I've been through in my life, and how much I've overcome, and how much I've grown. So I just had to let her know that. And then after that, it's like, I just, she definitely sees me in a totally different light. And she sees me as somebody who, obviously somebody that she can have the, intimate conversations with while at the family parties. And we can like, once again, when other people say dumb shit, we like, no, that's, we call them out. So it's just been really great.
Well, that's good that you finally stood up for yourself, because some people have just kept letting it go and just roll off their shoulders or roll off their back or harboring it. But you actually was like, listen, I don't like this. I don't appreciate it. So you need to stop.
Yeah.
And look, it grew you guys closer.
Absolutely. It's been great.
I love it. Go Mounder. Does anyone else have a story they would like to share of how they deal with negative or hurtful comments from their friends or family members? Because I know it's not just me and Mounder that goes through this. I know it's other people that go through it. No.
Oh, but I think Jen got something to say, so go ahead, Jen. You go first.
Oh, go ahead, Jen. Megan came off the music. Go ahead, Megan. No, Jen, he's trying to be funny. I mean, sorry, Megan. He's trying to be funny. Go ahead, Megan.
I feel like when things are said, you have to just take it, listen to it, and just be the better person, be the best you can be. Take those negative things they're saying, do the opposite. And my mom says this all the time, that she wishes, because I say this, but then I take everything everyone says so personal, and I wish that I didn't do that. Because my mom says, she goes, as you get older, you just don't care what people think about you anymore. And I can't wait till I hit that moment. like it really will, like, I'll dream about it. If like something, like something happens with somebody, I hate confrontation. But you just got to try to be the best person you could be, and, show off all your good stuff.
Exactly. I'm happy you shared that, because your mom tells me that all the time. When you get older, you're just not going to care. I'm like, Tammy, when am I going to get older and not care?
That's what I say. I'm like, when is this?
Exactly. What age is this? So I know when I'm not going to care what people say anymore.
Right.
But it's good that you said, you dream about it. Yeah, people don't realize the things. And I'm guilty of it too. We're not saints. That sometimes we say things and we don't even realize that we're saying hurtful things. And we just said it, it's out of our mouths and that's it. But that other person is harboring it. It's like they're a sponge, they're soaking it up. They can't stop thinking about it. And we don't even realize what we just did to someone else.
Right.
So yeah, we have to, I don't say tough skin. I just can't wait to get to that point that your mom keeps talking about, that I think it's 80. If it's 80, I don't know what I'm about to do. I don't know what age it is.
She's 55 and she hit that point a while ago. So
yeah, she's like, I just don't care. Whatever they have to say is what they have to say. I don't care.
It gotta be.
Tasha,
40s. It gotta be.
Say that again, Lori.
I said it has to be when you're in your 40s.
Oh, there you go.
I
got to get to my 40s quick. Well, I don't want to get to them too quick because I'm fine wine. I got to slow down on this Asian. No. All right, Justin, you were going to say something before we end?
Yeah, real quick. First, when it comes to this, I think what it comes down to is how important that person is in your life. Number one, your close friend or your family, whoever it is. Because you have to value what that person says. And if you decide you don't want to value what that person says, it doesn't really matter what they say. I think that's what it comes down to about that certain age. Somebody can say whatever they want about, I know about me, some people can say whatever they want about me. And honestly, it really won't matter to me at all because whatever your opinion is, I don't even value it. Like you could tell me anything, tell me the sky is blue, I'll go outside and check because I don't value what you say. So that's one thing about it. But if you do decide to value what they say, you do want to fix it, I think like we talked about probably week 1 or week 2, you got to nip it in the bud right away and have that communication with them and talk to them, have that open line of communication where you can fix it when you're ready to. It may take you years, like it took Manor. He's light skinned, it takes him a long time. But I mean, once you can, just have that conversation there. That's what I want to end with.
Thank you so much for sharing that information. And yes, communication is definitely a big thing, and you should definitely nip it in the butt right away. And because if you don't nip it in the butt right away, you're going to make this whole big thing out of nothing. I actually did that today. Someone texted me and was like, don't say something. And I'm like, what happened? What happened? Did somebody talk about me? Somebody say something about me? But they're like, no, let me nip this in the butt right now because we know that she's crazy.
Man, oh man, I wonder what that was.
So thank you so much for sharing that story, because it's true. Communication is definitely very important. Nipping it in the butt right away, and valuing the person, what they have to say. Like, listen, if the person is just a mean person, an evil person, just try to let it roll off your shoulders. If it's someone that you really love, talk about it.